Hi guys, my name is Paul. I'm with the Clean PG. We're out here at a project. We are doing a construction cleanup. And with construction cleanups, we do use razors to remove all this kind of caulking. Until I come over here. As you guys can see, this is the post-construction debris right here. There's gonna be drywall mud. I mean, you'll see stickers on the windows as well. So, and the way that we remove the stuff is by using a razor. So here you guys will see this is the razor that we do use. This is a Unger razor. And we have this little clip right here. So we take this little clip and we just push it up, push it in. And then right here there's a little lip and we pull this razor out. And we do flip the razors halfway through the day, or whenever the razors are dull and they're no longer doing their job as good, we'll change out the razor, put a new one in. It's better to go through a whole bunch of razors instead of using a dull razor and scratching the glass. So let's put this back in. You guys can see that this razor falls right into these little dots right here. And then here we have this lip that's a little taller, as you guys can see. So this blade won't fit in this way. So this blade can only go in this way because this lip right here and this lip are like the same height. And we push it in like this. And now we've got the razor ready to go. And guys, before we do start washing the windows and using a razor, we do need to get a razor scratch form signed before you do start, because there could be scratches on the glass if the manufacturer of the glass did not produce a high quality piece of glass. In the glazing process, there could be a piece of hair that was baked in with the glass, and if you do take the razor to that baked in little particle or dust or whatever it is, you can scratch the glass. This is the industry standard of cleaning all constructions. Plastic razors do not work very well. Those will scratch because the plastic razors, they will, they will take on all the dirt onto the razor, and then you're gonna be dragging dirt across the window and it will scratch. And here, as you guys can see, this razor, we don't put the razor on the glass and go back and forth. We put the razor on the glass, and then we swipe, lift up the razor. So the razor's always, you guys can envision, this is like being the glass, the razor's always cutting like this. The razor's never on the glass like this, because this will scratch the glass. So we always do one swipe, lift up the razor, put it back, and we do a swipe. We also do wash down the window, and we do use soap, the standard solution of Dawn vinegar and Dawn dish soap and vinegar, and the 2.5 gallons of water. With about a 10-second squirt of Dawn dish soap and about a shot of vinegar. That's the regular interior window cleaning soap that we do use, and that gives the lubricant for this blade to do its job. So I'll just demonstrate for you guys how this kind of works here. We've got this razor. We got to be very careful because this will scratch. It will cut your hands, so you got to be very, very careful using it. And this razor usually goes on the belt back here. Just got to find a little spot, how it kind of goes in. There's a little holder here so it can't scratch you. First step that we do, we grab our mop. You guys can see the mop is nice and wet. We first mop down the window. Now we're gonna mop down this window over here. We're making everything nice and wet. A nice little pro tip, just leave the mop right here because you're gonna be using it some more. And grab the razor like this, and you go up, you put the razor on the glass, and then you swipe. Put it on the glass, and then you swipe. And you see I'm only using the razor on the wet stuff. Put it on and swipe. You guys can see this little debris right here, this little piece of drywall mud. So we just put it on, now it's gone. And there might be a little bit more, so we might need to go back and do it some more. You guys can see here, it's a little tough. Got it off. And this is how we razor a window. Here we're gonna razor this glass right here. You guys can see when I put the razor on, I'm not going down, up and down with the razor on the glass. I put the razor on, and I do one motion up, and I lift up. Put it on, lift up. Put it on, lift up. So that's how we do the construction cleanups. You guys can see here, I'm gonna get all this stuff kind of removed. Get all this paint, mud, drywall, all the nasty stuff. As you guys can see, this is a new construction. They still didn't remove all the paper from the ground here. So it's not like a regular home where we do have to be more conscientious of getting stuff dirty. So here, set the razor down. We're gonna see if we have any more spots that we need to hit. While it's still a little dry, we'll mop this down one more time. We wanna keep the glass wet. We only put the razor on wet glass, because if the razor goes on dry glass, it can and it will scratch the window. So here we're just scraping this down. Getting rid of all that construction debris. Everything removed. Now we're done with the razor. We're going to put the razor back. We're going to use our dirty towel. The lower one is the dirty one on the hooks. We're going to wipe down the top frames. Wipe down the sides. And we're going to open up this window. We're going to clean this track. You guys can hear there's landscapers outside working. Cleaning all that up. Now we're going to take this mop everything down one more time. Mop down. Now we're going to grab our walnut pad and the scrubber. If we do get bronze wool or a bronze pad, we will be using bronze wool instead. The walnut does work all right, but at the end we want to just polish off the glass with using this walnut pad and scrubber. So we just scrub everything, agitate all that dirt, get everything moving on this window. Now that we've got everything scrubbed, we're going to put our scrubber back. We've got an 18, we've got a 14. On this side we have a little 10-inch and a little 6-inch. And we've got a little pouch for some steel wool and for a brush right here. So now we're going to grab our 14-incher, get it on the glass. S technique. This is the way that pros wash the windows. They use the S technique. You guys can see we've got the window done. Now if you're not a pro, you're going to use the regular method, the beginner method. You're going to wipe down the side all the way down, like this. You're going to wipe off the rubber. You want the rubber to be nice and dry. You're going to put the squeegee on right here, and you're going to squeegee all that water. You're going to wipe this rubber again. You're going to squeegee this water. And as you guys can see here, I'll just squeegee as a demonstration. This is not really acceptable because we just left all of this water up here, or something that looks kind of like this. As you can zoom in here to see it, you guys can see there's still water left. So we still want to make the window look very, very clean, and this will not be acceptable for our clients. We are professionals and we are here to do a very professional job. So put the squeegee back, remop this window. And guys, if the solution dries before you have enough time to squeegee it off, grab the mop again and remop it. So let's say hypothetically this stuff dried, it flash dried, it's super hot. We're gonna grab the mop again. We're gonna mop it down. We're gonna make it soapy, nice and wet. Now we're gonna take this towel, we're gonna wipe it down. Wipe the rubber. We got this. Here we go again. Now, as you guys can see, looking out the window is looking phenomenal. There is nothing. It's crystal clear. And this house is going to be ready for a family to move in. and enjoy their spectacular views of the mountains in the background. Out of the way. Now we're doing another wipe. Just wiping down all the dirty stuff with the dirty towel. Cleaning everything up. And if this home didn't have this kind of, protective, whatever it's called, protective covering, cardboard covering, we would wipe down the bottoms of this as well too. We put any water, any kind of dirt that we could wipe it down. We're obviously not the maid company. We are the window company, so our focus is the windows. So we're not really expecting you guys to always make everything spotless, because that's going to be in the final when we do the final clean. So we're here primarily focusing on the windows and everything to do with the windows. So we got this glass done, and I'll just demonstrate in fast motion for this next window over here. We got a little bit more of a complicated window here that can actually demonstrate how to remove the sticker. So over here, we got our soap. We're gonna dip in our mop, make everything nice and soapy. And we want this stuff wet. We want a lot of water. So here, I'll just demonstrate real quickly. We'll just clean this window, and then we'll get the video turned off, because we do have a sticker down below that we are going to remove. So we're going to mop it down. I'm going to get rid of this deal. Whatever's going on here. We always have a little blade. Always super nice to cut any kind of garbage off. The blade back in, grab our mop, make sure we don't have dirt on it. And this is a brand new mop, so it's working very, very well. It's the Unger, forgot what it was called. I don't think they have the name on this mop, but super, super awesome mop. Retains a lot of water. So here, you guys can see we have a sticker. We're gonna have stickers on windows. So we're gonna put this razor down, and this is where we're gonna have to use a little bit of force, and we're just gonna have to take the sticker off like this. That's it. We're not gonna go up and down with the blade. You can see we're not gonna use this blade to go up and down on this, because we have ran into where, you know, the builder would hire a very cheap contractor, and that contractor or the maids, they don't use professional equipment. They don't know how to professionally clean this kind of glass, and then you'd have a whole bunch of scratches right where the stickers are, and they'd be on the inside. So that's just something to be aware of. So here, now we're just gonna get this window nice and cleaned off, get all the paint off, the glue, all the yucky stuff that's on the glass that's not making it look pretty. You guys can see that I am working pretty fast now, because this is usually the speed that I clean at. Now that we got this, let's see if we have any more. We have a little bit of glue right here, so we're just gonna take this and scrub it, razor it. You guys can see I'm just getting it nice and wet, keeping it soaked up, because the Dawn dish soap is the lubricant for the razor, so the razor does not put any scratches into the glass. So there we go, we got that. Just gonna have to work this real quickly, because we still have to clean the top one, so this window's still gonna get dirty. Getting everything nice and scrubbed down. Grabbing the 18, because that's the bigger window, so we want to use the 18 instead of using the smaller guys. We go all the way down. Make it nice and quick. Boom. Then we take this towel, dry towel, wipe everything down. You guys can see that we have water on the ground here. This is the place that I was talking about. We take it, we wipe it, make it look all clean and pretty. So that's how you guys do a construction clean. I'm Paul, and thanks for watching this video.